Hi, I'm Roberta from the JCC, and Cecilia and I are here to show you a great ab workout. Now, we've done so many ab workouts, and the beautiful thing about abs is that you can exercise that muscle every day of the week, and because it goes this way and this way, so that's how come the fibers of the muscle, you can work them out every day of the week, because it along with the calves are the two parts of your body where muscle fibers go in both directions. So therefore, if you do it every day, it will be beneficial to you. So here's a roll-up, we're going to call it that, and Cecilia is going to guide us into what muscles are actually being used. Now, there's a lot of technical parts to this particular one. So I'm going to show them the bad version first, okay? This is the bad version. Do not do this at home, okay? Okay, so sometimes a lot of people start out like this, and you see how there's a curve? I could get a choo-choo train underneath my back right now. That's not what we're doing today. So this is the bad version. The bad version is coming up and then just going over. Oh, we didn't have exercise. No, we didn't. We hurt our back. So what we can do is Cecilia has this little tool right here. It's a little green mat. And her tool it shows us that if we are having a curve, it's easy to come out. But if we tuck our pelvic in, it's not going to come out because we're tucked. So we're going from here, this is untucked, here, tucked, holding in from the lower ab all the way up. And then here's my problem. I have to remember a rib to hip connection. I splay out too much, so I have to remember rib to hip connection, so that gets these upper abs to like come in as a corset. It comes in, everything's engaged, and you're really building the whole corset here. All right, so this is how it looks. Let's start this way. We're going to start like this. One leg is out. Okay, holding on to this. We're not pulling, we're holding. And notice that my arms are down, my shoulders are out, kind of like ballet arms. Hold your abs in, and we're coming down. Okay. Hold your abs in. Okay. And now you want to, okay.
So as she's coming up and down, she is going so slow that she's engaging the transverse abdominis, which goes across, and the rectus abdominis, which goes up and down. So together, she's going super slow. Now, the way that you know if she's working it correctly, I'll come this way,
Okay.
is that when she comes down, I'll show you that I can't pull this out from underneath her. Key is how slow she's going. She's squeezing that muscle as tight as she can with every single second. So go all the way down for me the next time through.
Okay.
So she's coming up and she's not pulling, she's just going super slow. So when she comes down all the way, I'm going to put my hand under here, and I don't want to be able to push my hand through. So right now, I cannot get my hand to the mat because she's pushing so hard. It's all about force and contraction. If you're doing this correctly, you shouldn't be able to do very many of them. And Roberta, how long have you been doing this and you've never added weight?
10 years.
Right. So if you do this correctly, you're not going to need to do any weight with this. So there's different variations, and listen to your body. If you can't come up all the way, then don't come up all the way. If you need a little bit of help, you can put a towel behind your knees and pull yourself up, but just use it for a little bit of leverage. Don't let it do the work. So you can see Roberta's got her chin tucked, chin tucked, right like that. She's not digging in to the chest, but she just got it down just a little bit. She's got total alignment from the spine all the way down. The base of her head, the base of her skull is staying straight. And she's...
You want to go for advanced?
Sure.
Okay, now.
Advanced. Okay, so she's coming all the way up, and and barely moving. Her feet are staying engaged to the floor. And did you see that little bit of a roll in her pelvis? So right there. That is the engagement of the core. That is your abdominal core working. Now, she may feel it a little bit in the hip flexors, but that's okay because it's all one grouping. Now, she's getting tired. You can see the muscle fibers twitching and getting a little bit dancing. And that just means that she's working the muscle fiber. As one muscle fiber gets exhausted and tired, it stops working and it shakes. That's just meaning that she's working all the way through. So I would challenge you to take it this slow. She's probably doing, what, 4 or 6 seconds all the way up? And if you challenge yourself and come up that slow and then take it down that slow, you won't be able to do very many repetitions. Now, if you can't come up all the way, how do you progress this if you can't come up all the way?
You can have your feet down, tuck it in, and then you can pull yourself up. Like say this, you're a beginner, you can use your thighs to pull yourself up. And then push up, just like that.
Fantastic.
Good deal.
So thank you for joining us. Let me come here. Thank you for joining us, and Roberta is doing a fantastic job. So we look forward to seeing you here at the J. Check the website for updates.